episode 3, week 3 of doing these vlogs, and I'm enjoying doing them. I've always wanted to do them. I'll keep doing them. And all we're going to do is overview my training for the week. So I train between Thursdays, and I usually finish my training week on a Monday. So what you're seeing right now is starting from Thursdays all the way through. My training blocks, as you can see, or the training footage that you're seeing right now is actually in reverse. I am actually lifting all the heavy stuff first, and then you'll see all the lighter stuff. I just put it on my vlog in opposite directions. But like I said, the idea of this was just to make sure I get my stuff done, go through it, and reflect. So you're seeing me do some weightlifting, and this is typically how I like to train. I like to do some Olympic weightlifting because it took me a long time to get used to learn. And if you haven't seen how I started, you definitely need to check it out on my Instagram. You might have to scroll back quite a bit, but it's funny because it took me so much time. And I remember so many times I wanted to quit, but I had to tell myself, if I quit, what am I saying and setting as an example to, A, first of all, maybe my kids, and B, the clients that I have. Because if I keep giving up, I'm never going to get better. So I'll thank myself in 3 years is what I kept saying. And this is what I'm going to say about things like my blog, my vlog, and even all the stuff I want to do for the business as well. One of the things that we want to try and do is dwell into YouTube, because right now I'm awkward as hell in front of camera, as much as I like to say. I am not as fluent and succinct, but if I keep getting better, that's the goal. I'm going to keep practicing. Anyway, you're seeing myself progress here with some power cleans and push press. I got a 77.5, which is pretty cool. Now you're seeing me on a different day doing some some front squats. And I've only been front squatting because I can't back squat too much or it hurts my lower back. So I'm trying to really develop some leg strength with just front squats. But this day here was a big struggle. So this was actually the Thursday morning session. And at Momentum, we have an open gym concept on Thursday mornings. Why? Because I want to train on that day, and my members and my clients come in and train and follow their program. I coach them to a certain extent, but it's nothing formal because I am also training. Now, this particular Thursday, I have at least 4 people coming down, but 2 of them were not coming. One was working away, another person was on holiday, and then myself and my fiance Nancy was not coming down because she needed lots of sleep. So I almost actually drove home thinking that nobody was going to be there. And I'm just like everybody else. If I'm there and no one else is there, I'll go home and I'll go sleep. But 5:30 in the morning, who would have been there? It was Amanda. As you can see, she's training in the background as well and learning too. So thank you to her for giving that motivation. And while I'm at it, I thank everybody that I train with, including all the members at Momentum too. But this was a day where I was practicing my jerks, and it's been a bit of an interesting story. Of course, I've hurt my back. We've heard that a million times. I'm always going to have to learn how to manage it, but it's not going to stop me. But the hard thing is when I'm only front squatting, 50, 60 kilos, when I used to be able to do hundreds, or 100, should I say? Hundreds would be great. And when I'm jerking, only about 75 to 85, when I used to be able to do 100 clean off the bat. But it's a process, and once again, I'll thank myself in the future. The good thing is, though, I do have some pressing strength, and this is 90 kilos for about 3 reps, focusing on speed. Now, that would have been on the Thursday morning, and then Friday was a rest day, if I'm not wrong, because on Fridays, we work throughout the midday, and then afterwards I go home and spend some time with Nancy. And this day here would have been a Saturday after work. So Saturday mornings we start at 7:30. I finish at 12, and afterwards I train. This was a cool session because my cousin Andrew came in, and Nancy came in. It was like a family reunion, and we're just training all the way through. And this workout was find your 3 rep max on snatch. And my best 3 rep max on snatch is close to about 75, if not 80. And at this point in time, you're only just seeing me warm up on 57.5, and it was a struggle. But it's what's going to happen. Building myself back up is going to happen 1 kilo at a time, and it doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen from me sitting around, and it doesn't happen from me loading things too fast. It literally happens 1 kilo at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, and I have to keep reminding myself. And the big thing is I have to be very honest with myself. I can't go pushing more weight when I feel like it might hurt me and set me back 2 or 3 weeks. I have to be going and thinking about how it feels right there, how it's going to feel the next day afterwards, and making sure that I recover properly. But saying that, I did get to do 65 kilos for 3 rep max. I was thinking about the 67 and the 70, but that's a 5 kilo jump from the last time when I did my 3 rep max on snatch. So I thought to myself, is there any real benefit in me jumping those extra 2.5 kilos to 7.5 kilos? Because don't forget, when it comes to things like this, it's the neurological adaptation that happens, not just the weight. And a big saying that I'll say to everybody here is, sometimes it's better to take off the weight and progress than just adding more weight. It's harder to take off weight than it is to put on weight. So think about that. Now here we've got some more complex work on that Saturday. Like I said, it was a fun session. We got to do some snatch, and I also get to do some power clean and jerks from the looks of things. Same thing again, 80 kilos was my top set. I did skip some of the warm-ups. 80 kilos feels really weird because I used to be able to do this for at least 100, but once again, looking after that lower back, making sure my legs get a little bit stronger, because this is the interesting part, I can't actually load my back for those squats, but I got 80 kilos, so it wasn't too bad. And one of the things is, it's because my strength is not so high up there anymore, it's funny how much I rely on my speed to get under the bar, catch it, and go from there. It's going to be interesting how we're going to find the strength to increase, or the numbers increase on snatch and clean and jerk without just pure strength and barbells on your back. But part of my goal as well is not just to increase my snatch and clean and jerk, as much as I like to say it is the priority, but it's not. The priority is to keep active. So I do have to implement quite a bit of that pro stuff in there. So you're seeing some pull-ups, you're seeing some shoulder press, and I only train in my own clinic now. So I only use dumbbells. I only have dumbbells that go up to 15 kilos. I have benches. I have more than enough bumper plates, as you can see, and I have no machines. So you see myself get pretty creative, but this is all you need to do. One of the goals I set for myself as of course was to do my core or strengthen my core and get my lower back better. So I have to make sure I do my prehab and rehab. This is me doing some bird dogs at the end of my workout, but I am still learning how to do this properly. It is very interesting because I need to know where my body is in space. So Saturday workout was done with the cousin and also Nancy, my fiance. We're now moving on to Sunday, and yes, I still come into work on Sundays and I train. And after that, we do some work. So you can see Nancy in the background just cheering me on. If you could hear it, she'd be screaming something. But she's also doing work in the back as well. We did some back squats. I did 67, or it looks like 77.5 kilos if I were to scroll back, but we do everything in one take when it comes to these vlogs. And then I started doing some deadlifts, and it was just a 3x3, something heavy, but once again, I've hurt myself doing deadlifts. I know I have strength to do deadlifts, but it's about walking away from deadlifts, working the muscles out, and not having any aching pain. So here you can see 107.5 kilos going all the way up, 3 seconds on the way down. I usually don't pull conventional. I actually prefer sumo. But with the sake of doing conventional, I want to strengthen my lower back and go with the tempo on the way down, 3 seconds, and it felt really good. I get a little bit excited when it gets to doing deadlifts, especially on this set here. I have to kind of admire that transition I just did. But this one here was 120 kilos. Now we're going 3 seconds on the way down, and I kind of celebrate this because my back didn't hurt. It felt like it was working, don't get me wrong, but it didn't pop. There was no pain, and that's a small little PB. So gotta find those small little PBs when it comes to training, because even things like pain can be very scary, and I'm just getting a bit more cautious when it comes to injuries. So I gotta play it smart. 120 kilos for 2 sets of 3 seconds on the way down, walking away with no pain, no chronic pain anyway. Really, really happy. It's far away from what my normal deadlift is, but the consistency is what I'm looking for, because at this point in time, I'm not looking to compete anymore. That's something I do in the past. I'm looking to get myself fit, looking to get myself consistent, in shape, and stronger again. Now, I do have a yoke inside my clinic. I'm very lucky. I hyperlapsed that. So I thought I'd give it a go. And what's a workout without finishing it off and a good week with some bicep curls? This is another vlog for the week for me. And I actually released this one later than I'd like to. So it's about 9:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night. I wanted to get these out on Wednesday mornings. But thank you for watching again. And I hope to see you again for my next vlog. Thank you very much.